Hello, 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 hello. How is everybody doing today? I know I'm late. I was having a couple technical issues. Streamlabs was messing up, but the issues seem to have been fixed, and we are back on our road to 700. Last time we stopped at I believe 600. No, we went down to 595 because we played that one game which I shouldn't have played. But I've been doing some practice on my own time, and I'm getting slightly better at chess actually. So we went up all the way to 618 today, and hopefully we can step into the 650s by the end of the stream today. Really looking forward to this because this is the highest I've ever been in terms of my blitz score. And as you guys know, blitz is probably the only type of chess that I like to play because, like I said before, it's fast. I like to play fast, and my entire chess strategy is to eliminate pieces as fast as possible, and blitz enables us to do that as fast as possible, which is why you have players like Hikaru Nakamura who are blitz champions who kind of falter when it comes to the longer formats uh, of the game because there's a lot more thinking involved, there's a lot more process involved. But with blitz, it's quite intuitive, and you play more on logic and practice rather than overtly thinking, which is always kind of fun. Um, so let us start our first game of the night. Let's see how we are today. Are we in form? Are we not in form? Okay, we have the king's head opening at the beginning. It's a four knights game essentially with a slight variation. Let's move the pawn up to d3. He moves the pawn up to d6, and now let us put pressure on his knights. He'll push up with the pawn. Let's take the knight for the bishop exchange, so that we have freed up a bit more space. We move our knight into the d5 position, attacking the f6 bishop. Hopefully we'll have a quick exchange there, but he's declined the exchange, and now we want to essentially bring our pawn up here to f4, and if he takes, we can take the bishop with the knight. He declines another offer from us, and then we can develop more pieces into the center, taken with the pawn, and now we can further push up a pawn. We're a point down so far, which is not unsalvageable. I mean, it's still a decent position. I should do a long castle soon. I need to get my queen out of the way. He's put pressure on me, and now I can take, move the h3 pawn up. He takes. I'm going to take with my queen. I don't see any other alternate for him. He's 2 points up, and I'm 2 pawns down. I can't take. I'm going to take the f4 pawn next, but I do want a castle. But should I take. I'll take the pawn and then I'll castle. He's thinking. And now we can do our. Huh. Do I want I'm gonna let us castle now actually. Attack. Hmm. Have to move out the way. Putting further pressure. I'm gonna retreat and lose out on the knight. Oh, this is bad. This game is bad. He takes with his bishop, and we're 4 points down. We need to find. We absolutely need to find some sort of move here. I don't know what to do. I'm lacking on time. I'm gonna push the. Do I have a check? Do have a check? Well, that isn't ideal. We are going to put further pressure. We can take, and then if he takes the pawn with his knight, we can further. Okay, time is almost even now. He doesn't take. Can we? We can't do much right now. I need to push up this pawn. Hopefully, my only like aim right now is to hope he does a blunder. We're back on pawn territory. He's blocked off our h file, which means we need to get our rook out to an open file. But since there is none, we have to create. We have to create new venues. Don't know what to do right now. Let's put the bishop on the h3 square so that we have some sort of diagonal. Pressure with the queen. Can we give a check anywhere? We cannot give a check anywhere. I'm gonna have to win this one on time, so I am going to put more pressure by bringing my rook out. Bringing the pawn up to protect. We will push the pawns up on the other side, trying to queen, but I don't see any strategy for us to queen right now. Moving the rook out onto the open file. We're going to put pressure on that knight right there. He has to move the knight now. He moves the knight, and I'm going to further move our pawn, exposing that bishop. Hopefully moves his other bishop on the a8 square onto an open file and launches a downward attack so that we can give a check somewhere. Or he messes up with his... okay. Now we have to... I honestly don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. This game's a complete dud. Attacking our queen. Okay, I'm gonna move up the king, targeting that. Hopefully moves his queen over to protect and support. Oh, I did not see that queen. Oh, this is disaster. This is a complete disaster. I could have taken the queen. I am so stupid. Oh, I'm so stupid. That was an easy queen right there. With the elimination of the queen threat, I could literally do... Okay, at least we're winning on time. Hope I need to be quick right now because I don't have much time. Maybe we can't... Oh, damn it. That's bad. That is bad. Okay, 18 seconds. Okay, I think there's something left in this game. There isn't much left, but I am just gonna have to hope that he isn't quick enough. I'm just gonna hope that he isn't quick enough. And now I'm gonna hide. Hopefully he blunders. He has 5 seconds. I don't think he's gonna find the checkmate in 5 seconds. I think we have the victory in the bag here. We are going to have to move our king 2 seconds, 1 second. I don't see a checkmate. I don't see a checkmate. I see a queen capture. Oh, he's messed up. He's messed up. He has messed up. Oh, that was such a shitty game. I am shocked. I am shocked that we have won that. Absolute shock. Look at that. 10 blunders, 2 missed wins. Absolute disaster. I bet my accuracy in that game was like 5 out of 10. That was horrendous for a start. But we are up to 627. Which I don't think we essentially deserved, but you know what? We're going to take every single point we get. Looking at the report, 27.1 accuracy, that is such a disaster. 6 blunders. 6 blunders. Oh, I definitely need to make some changes to my chess because at this rate, oh boy. Oh boy. Time to move on. Time to move on to our second game of the night. We're up into the 627s now. Hopefully we can find 2 more games today, which will take us into the 650s. Hopefully I get white again. I prefer white for sure. We start with black. We're going to do a classic king's pawn opening. E4, E5, oh, the wayward queen attack. I do not like this because he's going for the 4-move checkmate, and I always blunder this 4-move checkmate because I do not know what to do. I'm gonna move the queen out on a wayward queen attack because he can't really do much here. He has to sacrifice his queen. We're gonna control more of the center. I don't know why he made that move because he's trying to free up his his bishop to attack that same square, but I don't think we're going to give it to him. We're going to force him now to move his queen back because if he takes, we essentially take, so he has to move his queen back and hopefully he messes up the queen to some position where we can launch some sort of attack, but we need to develop our pieces and because we're pretty much underdeveloped. He has a lot of open spaces to move his... He has launched an attack on our queen. We cannot afford that. I can't take that. So I'm going to move my pawn up to see what he does. We are down on time, so I need to be slightly faster. Like we saw in the last game, in 5-minute blitz, time is a huge factor. I do not want to take with that. I do not want to take with that. I'm gonna let him have that pawn. I'm gonna let him have that pawn. Um, I need to launch some sort of attack on his king right now because I am on the back foot right now. Let him take. Let him take. We're gonna pull our knight out, our bishop out. Because if he takes with the pawn, I can simply take back with the pawn, defending that d6 square. Okay, we're still not going to take that pawn, but this time we want to put some pressure on that pawn right there, hoping for a queen exchange. Yeah, we could go for the queen exchange. I don't mind. I'm a pawn up, and he'll spend some time thinking about whether to accept the queen exchange, and then I can simply castle once I move my bishop out. He declines it, but do I want to go for it? I want to go for it. That will put his plans in a disarray. Now we're free to do whatever we want, essentially exchanging pieces until we get to some sort of endgame where we have two rooks, hopefully a piece up, and we can take the game further from there. We're not losing out on any pawns. Will he have a fork? If he comes here, no forks seen as of now. Yeah, we can take this. Let's keep exchanging pieces. He takes back with the knight. Interesting move. We have to castle right now. I'm gonna put more pressure on this knight with my bishop. Okay, now he's attacking the rook. We are kind of screwed, but not really, because we can move. That won't do much of any good if we move our bishop back, so I'm gonna move. It's a good idea by him, though. I didn't see that diagonal. 250, we're down 20 seconds, and now we can attack this, and hopefully he doesn't see the knight as well, and we can take that knight. Okay, knight for knight. We're basically evens right now. Do I see a fork? I don't really see a fork. We can't provide a check, but we can do our castle now. And now we have two rooks into the center. This is a proper game. We are going to have to retreat, but where do I retreat to? No, I'm not going to retreat. I'm going to give him a check. Force him to move. He has to move left or right. And now we're going to go further down, attacking that square, and then we're going to take. But we have to double up our rooks. Somehow. Because this is inviting for the checkmate, and we have not seen that. We are going to be down a piece. And that is not good. We are going to be down a piece. We shall take. And we'll put more pressure. There's not much we can do right now. Now I need to kill time. I will not lose out on the bishop. At this point, he can't take. That's a decent move. Now he castles. And now I definitely have to move. Okay. Not an issue. He's going to move one of his rooks out to the e file. Yep. Agreed. We're going to take that free pawn. All good. We still need to protect our king. This time he has attacked. Okay, we can do this, and then we can exchange our rooks. And then we'll be just a singular knight down. I think we're going to claw our way back into this game. I think we're coming back into this game. We are on the back foot, but we have a solid chance right now. He's thinking, and now he can't take, which is good. If he moves on to one of the open files, then we can try and take the bishop on the f file. No imminent attacks yet. What do I do? I need to think quick. I'm gonna force him to move his knight. That's a solid move. We are going to try to put pressure again on that knight. We have 30 seconds behind him. We're 30 seconds behind him. Okay, I don't see what the point of that move was, but sure. Let us not move this, but we're going to move this further, the b pawn. He can't really affect any of our pawns. I think we're going to win this one on time as well, because we have to do pre moves now. Once it gets into this stage where he's only a point up, we have a majority of the pawns, which means we have to find a way to queen. He is not taking those pawns, so I have to be quick and vigilant and take more pawns. We're going to start pushing pawns until and unless we have any imminent danger. We find some sort of danger here, but we can check and counter because he hasn't checked us yet. And then he's going to try to run away, and now we have to try and trap him into giving up pieces. He's going to definitely attack the a4 square, trying to take that pawn, which means we have to come back into attack, not allowing him to take that pawn onto the e5 square. Now he's given us a check. I have no attacks on my rook. I need to start pushing pieces. I don't know what to do. We're gonna run attacks on him. I have 30 seconds. I can't think. I'm gonna push the pawn next. Okay, attack on the. Oh, I should have. I messed up. Big blunder. I should have taken the knight. Okay, now I'm gonna take the knight. Now it's even game. We're gonna check him. He has to take our pawn. We're gonna check him further, and now we're gonna take the pawn on the g5 square. Perfect. We're gonna keep going, and this is gonna be a draw-ish. Check. Should I offer him the draw? I'm gonna offer him the draw. Oh. I'm gonna offer him the draw. Okay, he didn't want to take the draw, so we win. Perfect. I offered him the draw. He didn't want to take it. His loss. Perfect for us. We move on. 2 for 2. 2 timeout victories. We'll take it. We move on to 635. 15 points away from our target for tonight. And we're getting there. This isn't the best I've played, clearly. I've had better games, but I'm really disappointed I didn't take that knight on the e8 square. That was right for the taking. Maybe I could have checkmated him. Looking at the report for this game, this is a fairly high level game. 81.5% for my opponent and 75% accuracy for me, which I definitely could have done better. But you know what? I'm not too disappointed with that. 0 missed wins. We both had 6 blunders. I had the fewer mistakes, but higher inaccuracies. And in terms of best moves and excellent moves, it was pretty much even, I'd say. But there is one turning point in this game, which happened at, so I was winning and then I made a big blunder, which caused him to take the game away. Because at one point I was certainly winning. I was heavily winning at this point, where he made his initial blunders very early on. I kept making inaccuracies, which ended up giving the game away. But we ended up getting back on time, so that is fine. That is fine. Let's play one more game. Hopefully, I get white. We have white. We play the classic e4 e5 opening. We're gonna develop our knights, knight's knight variation. Um, we're gonna make it a two knights game. He's gonna take with his pawn, 100%. We're gonna take evens games. We're gonna take that free pawn again. So now we're a pawn up. Classic mistake. Now I'm gonna try and go for the exchange. He goes for the exchange. He's a pawn piece up. That is all good. He's gonna take with the queen. If he takes with the queen, I'm gonna take with the queen, 100%. I really hope he blunders. Okay, the knight moves. Can't really do much here in terms of attack. We're gonna attack with that piece. He moves back. We're gonna exchange the knights. And now we are free. Now we are free. No imminent attacks. Okay. Let's develop a few pawns. We're up on time. We're up on time. Okay, we're gonna decline that. We're gonna take that pawn. Gives him space to open. We're gonna check. We're gonna exchange. That's a good move because he cannot move. He has a check on him. And now we have to be very careful with our move. I need to castle right now. I need backup. Okay, that is fine by me. We're still up on time. We're still up on time. Let us castle now. I do want a long castle, but that's an extra move. He's thinking. Huh. This gambit's called the Elephant Gambit. Interesting. Did not know that. Okay, he moves his... Hmm. I'm gonna exchange the queens again. This might not be the best move there is, but has to be done. I don't see any other plays for us. Okay, no attacks. Now we can try to castle. Do I have any checks? Oh, I can't. Maybe I can castle this side? Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Okay, launching an attack on our... I'm not gonna give up that bishop. Okay, there's no forks yet. Now we're gonna have to bring up the rook. And that's our mess up. That's where we messed up. Okay, this game is 100% a loss. I don't think I can salvage much from this game. Can't even explain my thought process because I just don't know what to do right now. I have to find some way of winning. That is a big blunder by him. And now we're two bishops up against a rook. We'll take that. This is going to be a strong test. Are we up in material? We are kind of up in material. Okay. We need to start giving checks. Oh, this is going to be... this is going to be interesting. This endgame, I've never seen this endgame. I've never been up two bishops against a rook. I need to move, I need to move, I need to move, I need to move. Oh, this is edgy. He's gonna try and push as much as he can now. We're gonna block that rook, give him a check. I need to queen as fast as I can. Free pawn, take that. Because he can't double up, so as long as I have that one space on my f2 and g3, I can always move. And if he messes up with any of the diagonals, I can easily take with one of my bishops, and that would be game over. But right now I'm relying on his blunders because I don't really have any any idea of how to finish this game. I really don't know how to finish this game. I am not sure whatsoever. I have to start pushing now, eh? I have to start pushing now. If he doesn't take that pawn, if he declines it, I have to bring back. We're winning on time, but I don't want to have 3 straight time wins. That would not be fun. Okay, we're up 4 pawns against 2. We're up by 3 points. Realistically, I should be winning this game. I really should be winning this game. Okay. Can I give a check? Can't really give a check, can I? But I can move my bishop there. We're still winning on time. That is a good move. I'm impressed. I found that move. I was getting slightly concerned. Because he can't take that pawn. And now we can move our pawns. But then I lose out on my bishop. I don't want that. I'm gonna have to sacrifice that pawn. And we're gonna have to start pushing ASAP. ASAP. 30 seconds left. I think we have this. 40 seconds. I think I boxed myself up there. That was not a good move. I have to give a check in the next move, because if he moves the bishop anywhere, I'm kind of screwed. That was my move, eh? I did not realize. Check. Now we start moving pawns. Because he has no outlet. He has no outlet whatsoever. He can make it up. Okay, I see his plan. I will get to queen before him, though. So that's a foiled plan. But we should be winning on time. Anyway. 3 seconds, 2 seconds, he's going to check, and he's trying to waste some time. I'm not giving him the stalemate he wants, or the draw. And that's 3 wins out of 3 for today. 3 wins out of 3, up to 642. Well, I didn't think this day would come. I was languishing it at like 510 just 3 days ago, and I had never thought that I'd get to 642 in such a short space of time, but here we are. 642. That is impressive. I'm not going to push my luck tonight. That is it for tonight. We are well on our way towards our target of 700. Yeah, fun stuff. Thank you for joining in, and apologies for the technical delays in the beginning. I was just figuring out stuff with Streamlabs, but we should have smooth sailing from now on with no hiccups. Hope to see you back tomorrow for another stream. Until then, stay